Yon! Wala akong sinasabi ha, wala akong sinasabi. Wala akong sinasabi guys. Ayan na! Ayan na! Kamusta naman kayo dyan, mga ka-supra? Ay, sorry, mga ka-meta. Mga ka-meta, kamusta naman kayo dyan? May updates na ba tayo? Guys, hindi na siya mahanap. Hindi na siya mahanap. Wow, wow. Remember guys, yung isang araw nang pinag-usapan natin, actually last week pinag-usapan natin, after Alice Go, Kiboloy, 1-2 punch. Sinong susunod, guys? And by popular demand. Hindi ko masabi kung popular demand ba ito or popular bias or popular hatred. Tingnan nyo guys, sino yung nag-number 1 dun sa survey natin. Sabi ko, bato, pick. Pumili kayo sinong susunod dapat sa survey. So, siyempre, pwede ko ang dami kong pwede ilagay dyan. Pwede ko ilagay si Bantag, pwede ko ilagay si Tevez, ganun. Pero, obviously, we're not talking about yung mga parang common criminal lang. We were talking about people na, of course, mga ka-DDS natin na talagang mga mabubuting tao na walang ginawang mali. Mga ka-DDS natin na nagmamahal sa bayan. Magmamahal sa bayan na hindi pangalan China. Hindi pangalan China. Not China, not China. Not true, not true. Fake news, fake news. Yan yung mga makabayan natin. Makabayan natin na kasama dyan. Na hindi makabayan block, hindi si Congressman Franz Castro. By the way, talagang guys, na nag-top 30 all episodes on Spotify yung interview natin kay Congressman Franz Castro. Talagang wow, that's good. That's a good news. Na talaga pag kahit progressive yung mga guests natin, mataas ang interest, no? At syempre, daming Shimenatan, Squid Game, Pusit Games, mga ganun pinag-usapan na hinanap ko guys yung survey natin na libo-libo ang bumoto. Obviously, hindi to scientific survey, but I'm sure it's more scientific than yung mga fake surveys lumalabas dyan. At yung may fake na Senate slate. May Senate slate na daw. Tinamay pa yung mayor namin sa Baguio. At political scientist daw si Basti. Wow, si Basti talaga. Talagang Professor Basti ng tawag ko sa kanya next time. Professor Basti, ano ba kamusta ang Google Scholar natin? Kasing ano ba nung Google Scholar nung isang pretentious na international law expert for the para sa bayan ng ibang ano. Ito guys, ito. Ito. Yun, no? Ayan. Question. O yan, very non-leading. Hindi leading at all. Hindi leading at all ang tanong. Ang tanong lang, question. Who do you think will be the next? Yan. So this was just after nahuli si Kiboloy. At of course, kagabi. Guys, sa totoo lang, medyo pagod pa tayo kanina. 3-hour class tayo kanina. Tapos sulat-sulat. Tapos kagabi, di ba, hanggang siyempre, nag-upload ako ng hanggang 4 a.m. ganun. Pina-edit ko pa yung ano namin. Although, unfortunately, hindi ko na-upload yung edited version. Medyo late na for that. Pero na-upload na po natin ang interview natin with General Nicolas Torre III. Wow, guys. Grabe, 1,000 comments kagad within few hours. 1,000 comments. And guess what? 99.99, actually 100% positive almost. It's just a question of gaano ka positive. Never in my life did I think na, lalo dito sa audience natin na progressive, na medyo kakamping, na medyo galit sa EJK, na medyo galit sa ano, na magkakaroon tayo ng ganito kang ka-positive na response sa isang guest na sa isang guest na, ayan, 100,000 views na po tayo doon sa interview natin kay General Torre. At ito pa guys, walang thumbnail at all, walang edit, talagang raw file, straight to the point. Ayan. Ano, proud na proud tayo sa sarili natin dito sa show natin, guys. Kasi kahit sino napapatawa natin, si Justice Carpio, si Antonio Trillanes, tingnan mo, pati yan si General Torre, napatawa natin, no?
I've already made presentation
Ito.
ng last na huli. So, ano naman?
Tingnan niyo yung thumbnail na to. Ang lakas ng tawa ni General Torre.
Kasi,
Ito.
engineer pala kayo. Yung alas,
Tingnan mo yung tawa ni General Torre.
3 years ako sa Mapua. Engineer pala talaga.
Yun, di ba? Guys, dito tayo proud eh. We can get the high quality discussion, high quality guys. Tapos ganyan, napapaganyan natin guys natin.
Kasi ako,
Eh, di ko na nilagyan ng thumbnail eh. Tingnan mo yung tawa ni General Torre.
General Torre. 3 years ako sama.
Oh, di ba, guys? Talaga, you should be, di ba? This is pioneering. No offense sa mga kabilang channel. I'm sure they're professional, they're great people, amazing people, journalists, great people. Pero, yan pong nagagawa natin dito sa show natin, guys. Talagang napapatawa natin kahit sino, di ba? Kahit mga police general, kahit mga, yan, si Justice Carpet, tingnan nyo, oh. Oh, yan. So, yan, wow. Magto 2,000 comments na yata, ah. Ibang klase, grabe. I never thought, yan. Yeah, pabunda na yan sa 2,000 comments sa ganyan lagay. 100,000 views pa so far. Tuloy-tuloy lang yan, guys. Manat kayo na to. No edits, no thumbnails, nothing. Raw file lang. Pero meron akong edited version and thumbnail version. Mamaya post natin ng separately pag mga, especially mga highlights and all. Alam mo na mga slice games natin dyan. Just to make sure na actually, I have no concern in that because many times marami tayong na-upload, hindi nakikita ng mga kababayan natin, mga kasama natin. Tapos nung na-re-upload natin different versions, different highlights, nakikita nila at saka na-appreciate nila. So we're very proud of that. Now, anyway, kagabi pa lang, or kanina actually, kasi nung abot tayo ng almost 1 a.m., tinignan natin si General Torre kung sino bang susunod. Bantag, Tevez, ganun. But if you remember, guys, nung isang araw pa, actually almost 7 days ago, sabi natin, mukhang si Harry Roque ang talagang mukhang next na pinaka vulnerable, no? Vulnerable dito sa mga investigations, the Quadcom, among other things. At dun sa public opinion naman, nung nag-post tayo, by far, si Harry Roque came first. Talagang ahead of Bato. Bato only at 8%. Tatay Digong, 35%. Sara Duterte, only 16%. Harry Roque, 41%, diba? So talagang magaling mga followers natin, ha? Talagang meron din kayong mga marites din, ha? Meron din kayong marami tayong pag-usapan. But let me first go to the case of Harry Roque and then I'll slightly talk about what I believe is going to be Marcos Plan B. Dahil kung napanood niyo yung kabilang channel na interview kay Sonny Trillanes, mukhang pag-usapan natin, mukhang hindi natutuloy yung Plan A, no? Mukhang nagsishift na tayo sa Plan B. Pero in the meantime, mukhang hot hand pa hot hand pa yung mga kalaban ng DDS. Mukhang talagang hat-trick. Hat-trick na tayo. We're 100%. Mukhang mag-hat-trick na tayo. Messi, Ronaldo, hat-trick. Yan, guys. So, mukhang fugitive na ang level. Philippine National Police has launched an intensified manhunt. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is, wow. This is crazy. I mean, yeah, sabi natin, most likely si Harry next dun sa RRM natin, RN. Pero guys, ibang class. Fugitive na. Awanan na gito'y, awanan. Okay ha, ito. Manhunt! Bakit ako natatawa pag manhunt ang... Wala akong sinasabi. I'm sure kung si Ronald yan, sabi niya, hindi yan manhunt, X-Men hunt. Oy, wala akong sinasabi, ha. Si Ronaldo yan. Si Sir Ronald Llamas yan. Wala akong sinasabi sa ganito. Wait. Whew, medyo ang daming content sumasabay. Ito na, officially, at least officially manhunt pang tawag dyan. Wala akong sinasabi. Si Sir Ronald ang nagpauso ng X-Men. Basta sabi ko, ex-human rights, lawyer. Oh. Sabi ko, buti nga ex-human rights. Wag lang ex-human. Okay, ito. Serious tayo, guys. Serious. Concentrate. Back to Siargao. Concentration. Great people. Meditation. Ito. Ulitin natin, guys. Philippine National Police has launched an intensified, wow, intense, guys, talagang, intense. Let's go. I'm sorry. Dapat si Ronald Llamas. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Mag-shades na lang ako, guys. Parang hindi ko kaya to, ah. No, it's just ano, guys. Ito. Basahin natin, ah. Mga ka-supra, ay, sorry, mga ka-meta. Basahin natin ito. wait, wait. Guys, come on. Guys, behave yourself. Grabe naman kayo mga comments nyo. Just to be clear, guys, ha. Natatawa ako sa comments dito, guys. I'm just saying, guys. Malapit na tayo. Tama yan. Malapit tayo sa pinaka-exciting parts. Pero, balikan natin, ha. Guys, it has nothing to do with what I'm reading now from my fellow Philippine Daily Inquirer friends and colleagues, okay? Ulitin natin, ha. The Philippine National Police. Wait. wait. The Philippine National Police has launched an intensified manhunt for former... Bakit ibang naisip? Wait. Okay, tama. Okay na. Intensified manhunt for former presidential spokesperson. Ayan, si the best yan. After he was cited for contempt by the House of Representatives over his alleged ties to illegal Philippine offshore gaming operations, otherwise known as POGO. Hindi Pogi, POGO. Mga Pogo, yan. Si Roque, na who served as spokesperson for Tatay Digong, has ignored multiple summonses from a joint house, yan tawag natin dyan, Supra Committee, Joint House Panel investigating multiple. Guys, wait lang. Guys, come on guys. Wag kayong ganon. Guys, wag naman kayong ganon. Huwag nyo naman akong guys, i-distract. Naano lang ako sa manon. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Behave yourself. Come on. Huwag kayo Dagito yung comments nyo kasi ako natatawa eh. Okay. Ito. Serious tayo, guys. Si Roque is accused of, guys, withholding documents, including his statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth. As well as records connected to his family business, Biancham Holdings. Nothing dodgy. Completely normal. These records are seen as a key to understanding, guys, his alleged involvement. Oh, wait. Token... Gito yung Ilocano. Madam. His alleged involvement with Lucky South 99. Guys, kayo grabe naman kayo mag-isip. With Pogo. Alleged involvement with Pogo. Kayo naman talaga, binibigyan nyo ng si Ronald Llamas ang tanay niya dyan. A Pogo Hub in Porac, Pampanga, which is also under investigation for illegal operations. Nagitoy nga. Kanyamet na ito. Sorry, Lord. Authorities have deployed police units to Roque's last known location at the Antel... I'm sorry, I almost said something else. Alam mo, delikado tong... let's terminate. I can't do this. I can't. This is too emotionally heavy, guys. This is difficult. Okay. Ibang nakikita ko dito eh. Hindi ko alam bakit ibang nakikita ko sa... mahina bang mata natin? Naisin natin, guys. Baka dyan. Antel Corporation Center in Makati. But his whereabouts remain unknown. Yan. Sigurado, guys, clarify ko lang alleged involvement with Pogo. Pogo, hindi Pogo. Authorities have deployed police units. Okay. Ayon kay Congressman Robert Ace Barbers ng Surigao del Norte, siya po yung head ng House Committee on Dangerous Drugs. Ito, medyo seryoso daw itong mga Roque's defiance, stating that his refusal to cooperate only heightens suspicion regarding his alleged role in the Pogo industry. Kayo naman guys. Kalma lang. Ayoko na mag-live eh. Grabe yung mga comments niya, guys. Involvement with Pogo. Guys, Pogo. Mahina na yata mata ko ah. Pogo. Yan. Alleged involvement with Pogo. Yan, Pogo. Rocky, in previous statement, dismissed the joint panels paano ko nag as a kangaroo court. Kangaroo court. Hindi daw patas. Hindi daw tama. Hindi daw maayos ang ginagawa ng itong investigations na yan. Unfair daw. Bias daw. Bias. Namin tayo ng digong. Bias. Yan, ganyan. Oo, kangaroo court. Ito pa yung ano. Ayan. And has vowed not to participate. Bakit? Tama na yun. However, Barbers and Fernandez understood that Roque must explain himself through proper legal channels. I know, kasalanan ni Ronald to. Promise, guys. I'm a good, decent man. Great people. We're amazing people. Yan. The House of Representatives has vowed to continue the search for Roque while urging the public to provide any information that could aid authorities in locating him and... Hindi. Him lang naman. Wala naman iba. Him lang. Alone. Alright. Ibang klase talaga. Wow. So ito ah. Ayon kay House of Representatives Secretary General Reginald Velasco, it was already served in his law firm itong summon sa pakita na dapat siya, but he's not there. Cannot be located. So the law enforcement agencies were informed to look for him and serve the arrest order. Yan, talagang wow, guys, iba talaga pag-usapan Pogi. Ay, Pogo, sorry. The panel also ordered Roque to submit the extrajudicial settlement. Ang dami ng extrajudicial, ba? Extrajudicial settlement of the estate, including tax returns of his late aunt and the deed of sale with tax returns and transfer of property of the 1.8 hectare property in multinational village in Parañaque City that his family sold. Taray. Hectare, Hectare. Simpleng tao lang to, guys. Human rights lawyer yan, ha? Hectare. Roque was also ordered detained last month, but only for 24 hours, for supposedly lying to the Quad Committee as to why he failed to attend the first hearing in Pampanga. He's linked to Lucky South 99, the raided Pogo Hub in Porac, Pampanga, after itong mga documents with his signature were found by operatives. On the issue of Pogo, Cassie Lee clearly stated that I was not a lawyer of Lucky South 99. This should be the end of the story. Sabi ni Harry Roque. Talagang very, very reliable yung kanyang Cassandra Ong, otherwise known as Cassie Ong. Yan, yung favorite niya ni Mark Gamboa yan. So wow, guys, here we are. Whew, interesting times. So ito, guys, all of this is coming after kahapon the House of Representatives served an arrest order for Roque. And yes, we have served it at his law firm. So, wow. So, in a way, parang fugitive na rin, no? This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. So, manhunt na rin. You know? Wow. So guys, dapat in-interview natin si Harry Roque, si Ronald Llamas dito. I'm sure marami siyang analysis. No, but guys, here, on a serious note, kaya na natin yung kabilang channel. Mukhang I have to interview also yung some of the high-ranking members dyan sa Philippine House of Representatives. Yan. I interviewed some people from the Congress off the record, on the record, at saka from the other side. Pero yung iba dyan dito directly involved, mukhang kailangan natin interviewin. Obviously, you can also check my interview with the Congressman Zia about, the Dutertes pretending to be the ultimate representative of... Come on, guys! Come on! Tigilan niyo na ako sa manhunt na yan! Okay? Tama na yan. I was just totally... I was not prepared for that, guys. I was just... Guys, tama na yung manhunt na yan. Baka saan mapuntang discussion natin. Oh my. Whew. Yeah, dami natin kailangan interviewin. Andiyan naman si Christian Esquera, di ba? Na-interview naman niya. Pero, syempre, pag dito sa show natin, baka kung saan mapunta yung usapan, manhunt. Sir, speaking of manhunt, Congressman, sino bang... ayan tayo, ayan tayo. Oh, wala akong... Guys, let's be clear ha. Wala akong sinasabi ha. Wala akong sinasabi. I'm just stating the... I'm just stating the facts. Not true, not true. Not true, not true. Yan. Guys, grabe na oh. Talagang hat trick na si ano, hat trick. Hat trick si ano, si BBM. Alice Go. Kiboloy. Harry Roque. Yan. Sabay-sabay na lahat yan, guys. So, great guy. BBM. Ayan. Oh, speaking of BBM, guys. Ayan na, bago na naman tayong babanatan ng mga walang sense of humor na dilawan na yan. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. First of all, guys, you must be quite imaginative not to sing sarcasm natin. I mean, like sarcasm, irony, right, is my nickname. I mean, kung hindi nagigets yung irony, sinasabi ko, you have to go and check your wit department. But anyway, wow. Hey, you must give it. You must give it, guys. Naka-hat-trick na si naka-hat-trick na, 'di ba? Alice Go, Kiboloy, and now Harry Roque almost officially medyo manhunt. Singles, manhunt. Okay. Now, let's talk about BBM because obviously, as you saw with our discussion RM kanina, pinost natin yung iba kahapon. None of the things we say about BBM outsmarting Duterte's or hat-trick dito sa mga manhunt na yan, whatever na yan. None of this, of course, means that we are forgetting about all of the horrible legacy of the Marcos dictatorship, all of the disinformation, misinformation, all of the issues that we have to look at, Maharlika Fund, PhilHealth, of course, binabantayan natin. Yung mga ka-DDS natin, itong mga ka-DDS natin na kaibigan, ha? Kasi ngayon, medyo active na ako sa TikTok, eh. May bumulong sa akin, Richard. Wala na, talong-talo sila sa ibang platform, sa TikTok na lang sila lumalaban. At of course, me being me, Alascador, and looking for thrill, hindi naman sa ano, sabi ko, sige, TikTok na tayo. At pansin ko talaga sa TikTok, lalong lumalabas yung mga talagang lang, talaga itong mga walang complete sense of self-awareness, no? Biglang, etong mga kaibigan natin ngayon, biglang concerned talaga sa good governance. Biglang dami nagsasabi dyan ng mga ka-DDS natin. But what about PhilHealth Fund? Oh, what about PhilHealth Fund? We criticize it. I interviewed Justice Carper ilang beses kami. We warned about government. Kayo. Ano masasabi niya sa confidential fund ni Shimenot? Ano masasabi niya sa Farmali? Mahabang usapan yan mga ka-DDS, 'di ba? Mga ka-DDS ngayon, biglang human rights kayo, biglang due process, biglang justice for Kiboloy, mga ganun. What about justice for the alleged victims dun sa mga bata? What about justice kay Kian de los Santos? What about justice dun sa mga biktima ng EJK? Sige. What about justice kay De Lima na sinet up nyo? Sinet up nyo ng mga ng fake na charot-charot dyan, okay? Alright? I'm just telling you guys. Huwag kayong magmamaganda ngayon na bilang usapan human rights due process. Ako, consistent ako. I criticize the PhilHealth issue. I criticize the Maharlika Fund. Kung you lack a bit of the wit department ingredients dyan, hindi mo nag-gets yung mga sarcasm comments ko, bahala kayo sa buhay nyo. The one area, of course, I feel the government is moving on the right direction is, of course, yung foreign policy. But that doesn't mean we're gonna look at other things, just overlook other things. But, ang pinakayaw ko dito is yung pinopoliticize, yung people power. Biglang magpi-people power. Bukas daw, magpi-people power sila. Tignan natin kung 10 bang dadaan or 5 tao. Baka, ang mangyari. Pero, sayang si Manhunt. Sayang si attorney. Kasi, na-miss ko yung gusto ko magrarally ulit sila. Okay, ito po, hindi pa labanan ng Duterte at Marcos. Ito po, ay labanan ng, wait lang. Ito pa, ay labanan ng, yung gumagalaw yun. Ito pa, ay labanan ng pwersa ng kadiliman at, yan, kasamaan! Tapos sumabay, kasamaan! Ano ulit? Kabutihan. Yan, kabutihan. Yung mga team kabutihan natin yan. Eh, di ba? I'm just saying, guys. Sige, mag-people power kayo. Tingnan natin. Tapos gagano naman kayo. Ito ba, labanan niya. Wala na yung ano nyo. Paano na? Yung 5 nandun sa New York, Cubao, yung mga nag-rally dyan sa EDSA. Tingnan natin. Anong sinabi niyo ukol sa people power nung time ni Digong? Ha? Anong sinabi niyo ukol sa EDSA Revolution? Wala kayong ginawa kundi bastusin yung mga Ninoy Aquino, bastusin yung mga... Actually, it's not even about Ninoy or Aquinos. You know, the EDSA Revolution was about the Filipino people, all of different people, including yung mga hindi bumoto kayo mga Aquinos at galit pa rin sa mga Aquinos for not fulfilling the promise. Right? Now, ibang usapan si Ninoy, ibang usapan yung mga iba naging presidente and all. But I'm just saying, guys, biglang ngayon, people power na kayo. Biglang ngayon, democracy, human rights na kayo. Ayan tayo. Kaya I have to be sarcastic kasi it's so ridiculous, right? It's so preposterous. It so lacks any kind of self-awareness. Talaga mucho loco. I mean, like, horror. I mean, how am I gonna deal with this? Tawanan na lang natin. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I don't know what to say. Natatawa na lang ako, di ba? I mean, like, so, yun. So, hindi mo gets ang sarcasm natin, bahala ka sa buhay mo. But anyways, going back to this. Dahil naka-Tiffany naman tayo. Tiffany vibes. Tiffany boy. Buya ka siya. Yun. Nakita niyo yung mga nakita niyo guys yung ko, yung Tito moves ko kanina. Pag-check dun, sabi ko, parang pang Bruce Lee itong natin, itong shoes na yan, So, sabi ko, nag-moves tayo, ganyan, ayan. Para kung sakali may magma-manhunt dyan, mayroon tayong laban sa, sa mga manhunters. That came off wrong. Not true. That's true. But going back to that, di ba? Talagang ganyan. Pag gusto ng, pag, ganyan moves nyo, ayan, turning moves natin dyan. Yun, front kick, MMA, UFC, Sphere, Las Vegas, UFC, boom, yun. Pag ganyan natin, woo! Ganun mga moves natin dyan. Okay, guys, no, going back to this. Yung mga tier 2, medyo mukhang tama. Lahat ng mga tier 2 taken care of. Pero itong idea ng serious tayo bigla. No, but this idea na i-consolidate nila lahat to and they're gonna allow this to snowball into an all-out crackdown on the Dutertes. Medyo nagdadalawang isip na ako. And if you don't believe me, look at diba? Look at how fair I am. Look at yung kabilang channel interview ni Sunny nung isang araw. Diba? Na parang busit na si Sunny na parang ang bagal naman mga to. They go after yung mga tier 2. Yung mga nagmamanhunt sila here and there. But at the end of the day, this is about Bato and Dutertes. Particularly Dutertes, diba? At mukhang we're running out of time for an impeachment. So I won't be surprised if Monday, come Wednesday, Sonny Trillanes will just push for an impeachment and then maghanap na lang siya ng congressman na mag-sponsor dyan. Kasi it looks like, and this is where the plan B idea comes in, no? And, hindi ko sasabihin kung saan ko nakuha tong information na to, pero may mga kausap na naman tayo dyan na mga informed people. Ganito ito yung plan B daw. Okay? I'm not saying wala na yung plan A, but I'm just saying, ito yung potentially plan B. Let's be serious about this, guys. So the plan B kind of works this way. Mamasahin mo yung ground, take care of the tier 2s, consolidate mo yung mga legal cases, POGO issues, gentleman's agreement issues, let ICC come in, potentially blue notice, if not red notice, pero elections talaga yung gagawin. Dun sa elections, talagang nila yung kabila. Talagang they're gonna outspend, outmaneuver, outsmart, outorganize everything. The other side. And then after elections, pag nagkaroon ng super majority, then they might go for some interesting moves, no? Now, speaking of, ano ba ang potential slate nung kabila? Something interesting came out. Kanina, sabi ko, is this a joke or is this a joke, right? Lumabas itong Senate slate nung kabila. May pumilit na gawin 12. Hindi pa nga tapos yung 12 slate ng administration. Ito ang pinakaunang 12 complete slate na nakita ko, ah. Sabi ko, ano to, malu? ito. Ito daw yung potentially daw, I mean like daw with like a big question mark, like manhunt level question mark, diba? Ito daw yung Senate slate ng gagawin ng hindi opposition per se, pero Duterte camp. So this will be Team Duterte. Team Duterte. Daw because okay, tingnan niyo naman yung mga nilagay dyan. Okay, given na si Tatay Digong, pero malabo yan. Mukhang si Tatay Digong, mukhang LGU na lang siya. Given na si Bato-Bato Pic. Ayan. Given na si Bong G. But Arroyo, I have doubts about Arroyo. If Arroyo wants to tether her very fragile, if I could put it, political standing by siding with clearly the losing side here. And then si Kingmaker, aka former and then si that vlogger, si Trixie, si Malu. It gets even more interesting. Nilagay pa si Sir Ted Filon, hindi. Okay, kasama namin si Sir Ted Filon sa TV51 News. No. I doubt he'll run, but definitely I doubt he'll run with these people. Even more crazy, I mean, this is mucho loco. I mean, Magalong, dinamay si Magalong. No, there's no way Magalong will run with these people. There's no way. I mean, the idea of Magalong in the same row as these people, Trixie, Vicky, I mean, this is a joke. And then, ayan na. Ano yung kanta nitong isa? Si Jimmy Boy. Ano ulit yung mga kanta ni Jimmy Boy? Ano yung meron na siya mga kanta, di ba? Siya rin yung kumanta dun sa parang K novela, mga Korean novela. Anyway, and then ito, Taray, Basta Duterte. Political scientist. Wow! Talagang galing, ha? Ano bang specialization ni Sir? Ano bang mga academic publications niya? Ano bang Google Scholar niya? Katulad ba ng Google Scholar ni Shimen at pretentious international law expert na hindi ako binigyan ng interview na kahit isang legit na media bilang isang legit na expert. Okay, anyway. Wow, this is obviously this is fake. But obviously it tells you na desperado yung isang kampo to show na they can put up a fight. Kung sino sila nang hinahakot nila dyan just to say na may pangla. By the way, si Mayor Magalong is gonna run for another term. So, focus talaga sa Baguio. So, I don't know sinong henyo nag-isip na dinamay pa yung mabait namin mayor. Okay? I mean, no mayor is perfect, but definitely, our mayor is not imperfect enough to join this clown show. This opposition. No? People power people. No, but going back to the plan B, mukhang malabo talaga yung mga opposition na makakuha ng any top position. Siguro Bongo, okay. But even Bato medyo alanganin. Basta alanganin. Si Digong baka hindi tatakbo. So baka mamaya ilan na lang sila dyan. Diba? Now going back to this guys. Hey, yung mga troll dyan. Kanina pa kayo dyan. Tanggal na kayo. O, tama na yan. Kumita na kayo. O, gawit ko yan. Tabat nga nang. Going back to this. No, so the other potential plan that is coming out is after elections, they're gonna look at the state of play at kung talagang bugbog sarado yung kalaban, they're gonna focus on the next 2 or 3 years na talagang make sure no Duterte will dare to even run. Essentially, you bog them down constantly with different cases, etc. And make sure na walang lalapit sa kanila or magte-team up sa kanila and make sure na ma-undermine talaga yung support base. And then comes 2 options. One option is push for constitutional change. They may have just enough number of people to push for constitutional change. And hindi ako nagsabi yan, pero may nagsabi na eventually gusto nila Sam Alexandro to take over. But that's not now, that's 2034, whatever, 2032 if parliamentary change. So one option is Kung malabo, ipa-parliamentary na nila yan. And then, you can guess sinong pwede mag-prime minister. One school of thought is, baka itong tao na to ay sobrang kampante. Kahit presidential, ipupush na yan. Kahit 1% sabihin natin ngayon sa surveys. And then, potentially, ma-convince sila, I don't know, Rafi, ganun, Tulfo, mga hindi na sila tatakbo or mag-VP muna kayo. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not even saying it's probable. But what I'm saying is that may mga nag-iisip na hindi na kailangan i-push yung impeachment against Sara ngayon. Hindi kailangan na before elections na you'll take them down and go ICC and all. You can drag this on. You can make this you can drag the Dutertes through a valley of tears until 2026, 2027, and then by then either you can go for constitutional change or if you feel confident enough, bulldozer your way through the elections. It sounds crazy, but tama si Michael Uy, that's what I call the maximalist version of BBM. Remember, before nag-take over si BBM, I said there'll be three versions that we have to look at. The minimalist BBM, very cautious, almost differential sa cartel. Arroyo, essentially the Unity Coalition. Obviously, it turned out that he's more the medium-range Marcos. Meaning, hindi siya mag-pick ng all-out fight, but he's gonna be smart enough to draw the line and at the same time eventually outsmart the Duterte. So we're already at the medium-range level, medium-rare, if I can put it that way, version. But some are saying the plan B could be the maximalist version or the more extreme version. So, interesting time. So, anong implication nito for tunay na opposition? Be organized. Be prepared. Because, wag lang kayo mag-focus sa mga Dutertes. Alam ko, daming galit sa mga Dutertes. Daming galit sa mga ganun. But, never forget, there are other possibilities also here. There are also other possibilities here. Right? So, let's see how is Sonny Trillanes gonna feel about this. Because I think some people were expecting yung plan A na talaga ngayon. All in na. But, a part of me is feeling they're gonna go na for plan B. And they're confident enough na they can get this across the line. And at the same time, dun sa 2025 elections, really force their case and really impose their dominance and all of that. So interesting times. So let's see which one will come up. Which version will be more prominent in the coming days rather, not even weeks. Doon natin malaman kung saan tayo papunta. Papunta ba tayo sa exciting part na talaga? Or may season 2 pa? Essentially ganun. Is it either us going for the pinaka-exciting part now? Or actually may season 2 pa? So the plan B is may season 2 na yan. At mahabang usapan na yan. Alright? Interesting times. Now, it doesn't mean that option B is riskless. And I think that's the reason why yung mga Sonny Trillanes people are saying, no, you have to get it through now. Because after elections, anong leverage mo? After elections, iba nang usapan. I think Ronald also makes a very similar argument to Sonny. So, hindi risk-free yan. And it's very possible. Remember what Emerson Waldo said, diba? Parang, if you strike at the king, make sure you get the job done. And my point is, there is a very possibility na the Dutertes can reconstitute themselves and come back even stronger with vengeance. Or there'll be new alignments. Meaning, yung mga iba na may plano sa 2028 at hindi nila makuha ang gusto nila, baka biglang lumipat sila sa kabina. There'll be a third realignment. A third realignment is not impossible. So, crazy times. Crazy times. So marami pa tayong pag-usapan in the coming days. On that note, let me say thank you so much sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin. Salamat sa lahat ng mga sumuporta sa atin. Salamat sa lahat ng tumulong sa atin to get our minimum yung mga thresholds na hinahanap natin on Spotify at saka sa YouTube. We gained around 1,000 plus followers over the past since yesterday, thankfully on YouTube. So please continue to support us on these different platforms. On Spotify, may mga medyo hindi na 4.9 out of 5, naging 4.8 na. So baka naman yung mga supporters natin naniniwala sa ginagawa natin, please go to Spotify, deep dive, and if you think we deserve it or at least you think we have to be encouraged to be even better, and of course we can always be better and improve, no question about that. Kasi syempre may day job pa tayo, may iba pa tayong ginagawa. Please go to deep dive Richard Hidarian and please follow us. Share our stuff there. Walang advertisement, nothing there, no nothing. So you can listen, pure, simple. nagluhugas ka ng pinggan, tinutulungan mo yung nanay mo magbuhat ng yung mga plants, nag-gym ka, naglinis ka ng kotse mo, yan. No advertiser, nothing, diretso, pwede mo pakinggan itong mga vlogs natin, and I try to update them as soon as possible. So already the General Torre episode is uploaded na rin ang yung message natin the other day about bakit tayo nagvo-vlog. I mean yesterday rather. Dalawa kasing ginawa natin. So please, if you think we deserve it, go ahead and give us the 5-star. We need to make sure we remain competitive here. All right? Thank you very much again for your support, for your love. I'm telling you what, guys, I'm really exhausted, to be honest. And the more actually, pag nakikita ng kwelo ako, nagpapatawa ako, that's actually my way of getting adrenaline rush. And I'm trying to make sure I don't have too much coffee and all of that. So once a day na lang gusto ko mag-coffee. Kahapon, guys, I'll tell you how crazy it was. I only ate once. The whole day yesterday. Alright? The whole day, I just ate once. Alright? And then protein na lang for gym. That's it. So I woke up very tired and exhausted, and that just tells you na gaano ka-inspiring yung ginagawa niya. Na even on just a single meal with a whole day work, and then not one, but 2 lives, including one with General Torre, at midnight, tuloy pa rin energy natin because I draw energy from you guys. Yes, sometimes, anyamet, grabe yung mga comments nyo, grabe naman yung manhunt kanina talagang. Sorry guys. Wala kasalanan kasi I'm reading your comments. Your comment, mas makulit pa kayo sa akin, mas mean pa kayo sa akin. I mean, ako puti nga ako, mabait pa nga ako di ba? Mas mean pa kayo sa akin. Ayan, nakita niyo ba? Payat ng video ko, di ba? Pag once a day meal ka lang, papayat ka kaagad, mabilisan lang, yun lang. But don't do it all the time, alright? Anyway, I'm just saying how much inspiration and support I get from you guys on different platforms, and that's why we were able to do what we were able to do. But Sabbath is coming soon in an hour or so I really want to take care of myself and make sure we get enough rest. And katulad ng sinabi ko, papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part, whether it's Plan A, Plan B, Plan Z, I don't care, man. Crazy times. Lots is going on, and not to mention, balikan pa natin US elections. May mga nagsabi daw na may mga nagsasabi daw na baka magkaroon pa ng second debate. Ayan, kay Salvatore. Ayan, Feliz Navidad. Hindi naman. Happy birthday, pare. Okay. Happy birthday din dun sa may iba dyan. Ayan, Kamala for President kay Bengmar naman. Si Ivan naman, Trump boy yan. Okay, so at least diverse ang following natin. So on that note, thank you very much. God bless. Have a blessed Sabbath day with your family and loved ones tomorrow. And please continue to support us. Libre lang mag-subscribe. Libre lang magbigay ng 5 stars if you think we deserve it, or at least we need that kind of inspiration, because I'm telling you what, I was able to do everything kahapon just on the sheer inspiration you guys provided us. No carbs, no rice masyado, 1 meal lang, boom. But because of you guys. But nevertheless, Sabbath day is coming. So mag-break muna tayo until early next week. Tuloy natin itong mga diskusyon na ito. While there, please go to our YouTube channel now. Continue to subscribe to us and watch itong bestseller natin. Interview natin. Sorry Ronald. Great guy, Ronald Llamas. But there's a bigger R. Biggest R, yan. General Torre, man of the moment. Fantastic interview. Happy weekend. God bless. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. At mabuhay po kayong lahat. Maraming salamat po. Ay, wait lang. Saan bang mag-ano dito? Ayan, yun lang. Natakpan. And guys, please follow us also on TikTok. Richard Darn 007.